I'm like, come on, B. He goes like this, yo, Big. Motherfucker turned around across the street, it was Biggie Smalls. So I'm like, oh shit, that is Biggie Smalls. He's like, yo, you need to fuck with me, son. That's my man right there. And I need beats and I need that and I. So that's my intro.
Huh. Who is the guy that you?
It's a dude named Porter Rock. He's in all the stories. Yeah. So he used to tell me call him Scarface because he had the buck 50 down like this. Yo, go call me Scarface. I was like, yo, bro, you're wild, bro. So check this out.
Name on all the albums and shit.
So one day, So one day he comes and he sees me. He's like, yo, come fuck with me in the pizza shop. Now it was a wild pizza shop. He had two Arab dudes, twins, was selling the slang in the pizza. But they was doing things out of the pizza shop. You know what I'm saying? So dude's like, yo, come with me in the pizza shop. I go behind the counter, he opens the door in the floor. Go downstairs, he got this like plush office underneath the pizza shop. This dude, his pizza slices were $1 early, $1 slice. He said, I gotta feed the community. I'm doing enough damage to the community with some of the stuff I've done in my life. I gotta always make sure there's a constant give back. So I was fucking with him off that. Like, oh, okay, you one of them gangsters. So I'm like, but at the meantime, I'm also like, I don't like Big Papa. I don't like any of this juicy shit. This shit sucks. Like, I'm that guy in Brooklyn. I think those songs suck.
But give me the loot out.
Right. His album crazy, but those single songs fuck out of here. I don't even want to play them when I'm DJing, even though I would have to.
Is Puff around at this time? Is he outside?
I mean, I got some funny like interactions with Puff just here and there, but nah.
But he's not outside like with the people.
So this dude started showing me his plan. It was called Straight Up. Everything was called Straight Up.
You talking about his Porter Rock?
Yep.
Okay.
He had a whole plan typed out about Porter Rock. I mean, straight up clothing, straight up pizza, straight up everything, and it was all feed and clothe the people. Everything was going to be affordable. So then he was like, so I need beats because I could do what that Puff motherfucker is doing. And I'm like, what you mean? And he starts singing like old classic, we are families. Like, we got to loop that up. I'm like, oh, yeah, you got the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy. I said, I hate that kind of music, bro. I think that shit's like some MC Hammer shit, man. I ain't fucking with that. And he's like, what if Biggie was going to rap on it, though? I'm like, I kind of don't even want to be the guy that gives him that beat. That's how young and hip-hop, like, no, hip-hop. Pure only.
I'm still kind of that way.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
So we got cool, you know what I mean? And then I watched them film Juicy from my roof of St. James.
Yeah, because he's right up front, yeah.
Yeah, I literally can hear the music playing, and I'm like, what are they doing out there? Like, oh, shit, yo, look. So and that's when I knew, like, oh, shit. Because then, you know,
obviously
really soon a video comes out, and we already knew. Because I had the big, at the studio, that Chung King, where we were working on albums, a lot of albums, with Dante Ross, as a matter of fact. I had the Big Mac. The Craig Mack and Big. It wasn't mine, but a dude had it at the studio and was like, wait till you hear this. Man, and played us the Craig Mack and Biggie demos.
Now that fucking
God,
it's gotta be one of the greatest promos.
Shout out my man Tate from Hard to Attain. He had that shit and was like, this is gonna be the biggest shit ever. Ever.
Was like Junior Mafia running around outside at the same time?
Yeah, they're out there. Yep. I used to see a couple of them dudes. I forget some of their names now, but I used to see a lot of them because we all smoke weed, so we're all in the best weed spots and bumping into each other, and they start knowing how to do music, and Porter Rock is telling them like, yo, that's a good dude right there, like make like, you know, they the dudes telling me like, yo, Nasty, go inside. Why? They about to start shooting out here. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm the dude that like, nah, I live on the block, but I'm not shooting nobody. I mean, I got a pistol, but I'm in the house with it. Like I'm.
and you have a house pistol.
I got the home security pistol. Yeah. Like, you know,
you're saying Big's out there, but just a small time hustler.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, but it's a small window. We're talking about from Party and Bullshit to Juicy. Because once Juicy comes out, you don't see him.
He's gone.
You don't see him. He's gone. But I seen him do photo shoots, and I talked to him a bunch of times. Like I have funny interactions with him throughout some time that in Brooklyn. Because he was like, he'd be out there. So I'd go and tell him I got beats. At the time, I was going to work with the Far Side. Oh, I work with these dudes. I work with that. And he just looked at me and was like, it's all good, player. Or something like that. Yeah. Like, just nah. Because meanwhile, I'm like, my crib's right there. I got a studio. And at the time, people are pulling up at my spot. People that ended up being people. And like,
yeah, and plus you got to try.
You know, and plus it's like, because I'm learning to engineer too. I'm this dude that people really want to fuck with. He got crazy beats and he can record you at his crib. Yeah. So like people from like, let's see, I'm trying to think of a good underground rapper that used to come to Mike Zoot. You ever heard of Mike Zoot? These are like Stretch and Bobbito favorites. Okay. Cage. Oh, Cage. Yeah. There you go, Cage. Yeah. Cage, I got tapes of Cage at my crib. he don't even have records yet. He's just a kid that raps, white kid from Brooklyn that they were like, go to Nastee's crib. So I was trying to get Biggie. So I was trying to get Biggie to come up because it was like, bro, I'm not just some guy that's like, yo, bro, I got some beats or whatever. Especially back then, I'm really looking at him like, come on, bro, like you're gonna come up.
What was Cage like back then?
Weird.
Was he weird?
He's strange.
He's still weird.
Strange. And he would get mad because at my house it was like Street Fighter, like the home of the Street Fighter. And I was kicking his ass. Like, we were supposed to rap, but he wanted to, oh, yeah, you Street Fighter. I was like, yo, you're welcome to the House of Pain, bro. You don't want to do it to yourself.
You brought weed up a minute ago. From being in that time and being in that space, you ever get weed from Branson?
He was a good kid, though.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Did you ever get Branson?
Oh, yeah. Branson used to come to the studio. See, so when later on, like if we fast forward a couple more years.
Do you know what Branson is?
No.
It's
Richard Branson?
It's who the Samson character is named after.
So we, when you hear people talk about Branson, Biggie, Nori, Redman, Method Man, Busta Rhymes.
Numerous rappers.
They all talk about Branson. Branson's where you used to get your weed.
Yep.
Fucking Branson was like that good shit with that Mr. Nice Guy from, Dave Chappelle's character.
Yeah. That was this guy.
That was Mr. Nice Guy.
In real life.
In real life.
What was it? That was the 151st?
Something like that, yeah.
So you got to give me a Branson story.
So I only met him once.
Did you ever go to the spot?
I went to the spot once, but I didn't go inside. I was in the car.
You ever go in there?
Yeah, man.
You went in there?
We were in the studio.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Starks was with me. It was me, Starks, and some chick from a Manhattan project. He like, yo, we gonna go get some weed from the spot. This one it was popping.
You got to describe the spot too for people. This is classic hip hop shit.
I mean, to me, it's just a fucking store. You know,
you got to walk in. You got to like, it's like a fucking whole.
So, I'm not walking in there. I got some different principles. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm not going in it. Now, mind you, this is me, Roxbury in New York. Okay. So there's always the Boston and New York has always been like oil and water.
Yep.
Like I grew up in that fucking drug war, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like I used to hear that shit. It was like gunshots were like my
Boston, Roxbury in the '80s.
My fucking crazy. Orchestra growing up. You know what I'm saying? And so there was always this Boston, New York thing for me. I still carry it a little to this day, but like I used to be staying out in Brooklyn with him, so I was there all the time. Like I seen Big, blah blah blah, all that, blah blah blah. And so my brother goes in the store, gets a couple bags of weed.
Triangle bags, right?
We come out.
Guest bags.
Yeah.
We come out, hop in the whip. I'm going to the studio. I got my backpack with me.
Yeah.
I got the orange backpack.
Yep.
East pack.
Mm-hmm.
We in the car. We pull off. We get a half a block from Branson, right? Spotlight.
Damn.
Whip, whip. Like, yo. He's like, yo, tuck that shit. I'm like, a bag of weed? I ain't tucking this shit nowhere. Like, I'm telling you. Police come. Get out of the car. I get out the car. I slide it down my sock. You know what I mean? I got ankle socks on at the time. I slide it down, get it down to my soul. Between, you know what I mean? Hop out the whip. They're like, DTs everywhere. Fucking helicopters. They're like,
helicopter for a fucking dime bag. It's crazy.
Whoa. They're like, hands on the car. So it's out of state plates, right? This is Massachusetts plates. Hands on the car. We put our hands on the car. They're like, yo, what are y'all doing out here?